history scores were the highest in the South Bay. They had 82% of their students either proficient or advanced, and 54% of those were actually advanced. The problem with that is they're a science math school. So we've got a little bit of work to do. The number of science math students that were proficient or advanced was only 38%. So if we could beef that up, they'll have a real high score. Design was kind of an afterthought. We decided that not all kids want to do math and science, so we needed to have we needed to have the humanities side of things, and we actually passed that charter in March and didn't have a long time to get that school up and running. They've put a great deal of energy into that, so we would expect that that design API score would go up by 75 to 100 points next year, so it's more commensurate with what you see in science. Next. There's a lot of campus life. One of the things about the Wiseburn School District is the wonderful support that we get from the community. What you're seeing there is just all kinds of after-school clubs. We're an Arts for All district, so you hear a lot of districts getting rid of their arts program. We believe that arts is an extremely important part of a balanced program. So we still have a strong music program. All kids from 4th grade up get weekly music, and starting in kindergarten they get drama and dance, and they also get the visual arts. We have hands-on art. We have artists and residents that come in and work with the students. You can see we've got an after-school chess club. We've got Growing Great, so all of our classes at the elementary school grow gardens. We've got, at the middle school, soccer. And the next one, we had 12 students finish the LA Marathon last year, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We had one girl that's run it 3 times now. She ran it as a 6th, 7th, and 8th grader. Was also our student body president, and she is, I'm going to say she's at Bishop Montgomery now. You also see we have read-ins. Our soccer team, last year was the first year we really blossomed in terms of our after-school sports programs. And those are all supported heavily by AYSO Soccer and our Little League programs. They have supported our schools, so basically they aren't, none of our community programs like that have to use pay any fees to use our facilities, because it's the same kids that passed all of our school construction bonds. And then on the left bottom you see our robotics team that went down to Phoenix. Next. Just kind of a list of what goes on at the elementary schools and Dana Middle School. So you've got the drama, the choir, the marathon, cross country, flag football, girls and boys basketball, volleyball, girls and boys softball, the robotics, Odyssey of the Mind, and Shockwave. So you've got all kinds of different things, and also at the elementary. We also have on-campus daycare at our 3 elementary schools. It starts at 6:30 in the morning and goes until 6 o'clock at night, and that's through Rainbow River. So a lot of our parents, as we said before, 42% of our families are on permit. A lot of them work in the aerospace industries, and they bring their students to school in the Wiseburn School District, and then pick them up after work. Next. We also have a very strong education foundation which supports our Growing Great program and our arts. It's nothing like the Manhattan Beach or Redondo Beach or El Segundo at foundations, but they work extremely hard. One of the things we've been talking at our table over here about the mess that we have up in Sacramento, and the problems that's caused public education. The funding for public education, like for our district, is 22% lower than it was back in 2008. So we're getting the exact same amount of money that we were getting back in 2003, 2004, yet we've had several collective bargaining agreements since then, and just the cost of doing business. You can imagine having the exact same amount of money that you were making back in 2003, 4, yet trying to maintain the same standards that you have right now. It's
we actually have that.
So you know what we're talking. I'm preaching to the choir, but it's extremely difficult. So what they do in Manhattan Beach is they ask for $1,250 per student. They ask the parents just to supplement it so they can continue to offer the same programs. We don't have the same income level as they have in Manhattan Beach, so we're not able to do that. But we did an appeal to the community and raised $90,000 last year. They do an appeal to the community and they raise several million. So they're able to do some things that we can't. But we have a great deal of support. We have a lot of people that volunteer, tutor our students after school, and the Ed Foundation is a large part of that. That's just some more Ed Foundation stuff. So basically, does anybody have any questions?
I was wondering, do you get a lot of partner support, private support from the aerospace companies for this school because it's focused on science?
Northrop Grumman made a very, very generous grant to Da Vinci Science. They have an innovation lab over there that is to die for. They've got all these large screen TVs that are actually touch screen. They're like giant iPods, and that donation was about a $250,000 donation, and the president of the board over at Da Vinci is the CEO of Belkin International. Belkin, you guys know the cabling behind all the computers. So we also, one of the vice presidents of Northrop Grumman is also on the board. So we do receive wonderful corporate support. Chevron Corporation put in a computer lab there, and really the Boeing Corporation has been very supportive of us at the K-8 level, really at the middle school mostly. We're in a process today. We are going to be submitting a grant to the National Science Foundation that Boeing has worked very, very closely with us, and that's with Loyola Marymount University. So yeah, we do get wonderful support, and perhaps as important is we get wonderful support by people coming over and mentoring and tutoring students during their lunch hour and after school. So we get monetary support and we get people support.
How can we help?
You can help by continuing to bring us wonderful, wonderful families that really want their kids. What we offer that maybe some of the other districts don't is if they're looking for a demographic that really is in alignment with the state of California and Los Angeles County. So really what the kids get when they come to the Wiseburn School District is a microcosm of what you see in Los Angeles County and the state of California. And that's one thing that we're able to offer. And if you've got families that are looking for that experience, Wiseburn is the place for them. It's I wish it was a little bigger, but we're small but mighty, and we're very proud of what we're able to accomplish. Any other questions? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.